friends. Welcome to Wednesday. I told you last night that I would be here tonight if I didn't go with my husband, and I did not go with my husband. I've gotten some things done today. I found some more products that I didn't share with you last night, and I have class all ready to go. It's not like I'm sliding in saying, I'm not ready, but we're going to go for it anyway. So let's go ahead and get started. Tonight, well, let me back up a little bit before I change cameras. The retirement list is out. So for the next few weeks, I'm going to be focusing on some products that, unless you get them now, you're not going to ever get them again or see them from me. So tonight I chose, drum roll please, the inked and tiled set. It's a bundle. I don't know if you can buy it as a bundle or not, but I do not personally have the punches. They didn't speak to me. The punches did not speak to me that went with this, but I loved the stamp set. And I love the paper. This is all I have left. So if I have more people ordering than I have paper, I will do my best to get some more. If not, I might have to substitute some sheets, just saying. So if you place a $35 order, I will send you the card kits from tonight. So let's get started. All right, my first card shows a technique that I don't use very often. I'm going to go ahead and use it on this. So this is, like I said, our stamp set, and I'm using this very large set. It's very large stamp, and it is not going to fit all the way on there, but that's what we're going to try. Nope. I should have loaded up a block earlier. Oh, I know which one I need. Stampin' Up is getting rid of some of their blocks too. Actually, this eye block is one of the ones they're getting rid of. I know you're going to hear a lot about what's happening, what's coming, what's going, all those things over the next few weeks. So I'm going to stamp this just right over here, but I don't want to stamp my flowers and my leaves the same color. So I'm going to use some Stampin' Wright markers. And I'm using Lost Lagoon and Calypso Coral. Now this is a perfect example of what the brush tips on these are for. If you want multicolor, if you want more than one color on a stamp, this is one way to get the job done. So, like I said, it's been lovely having the house to myself. I miss my family when they're not around, but I don't mind the time alone, especially after being gone. I have, like I said, I found more stuff. Last night, Glenda asked me to show you how I do my, load my stamps onto blocks. I forgot to do that. I found more on-stage stuff. So if you hang out with me till the end, I will do some of those little demonstrations for you and show you some things. One of the things I forgot to show you were the new in colors. So there you have it. Now, there's a difference. We're going to breathe on this. This would be a great watercolor technique, but we're not doing that today. So when you breathe on this, you want moisture in it. So you're going to huff. See, I'm fogging up I'm fogging it up a little bit. That kind of moistens it a little bit. And we're going to go ahead and put it right there. Pick it up gently. And there we have 2-color stamping. All right, to finish this one off, we're going to use a little memento. And hello, friend. Hello, friend. How are you today? My little blocks are over here. And that's a little stamp. And you know how much I love to clean up, not during the middle of my presentation. So we're going to just use a lot of blocks because that's who I am. Hi, Sandra. How are you? I was going to call you today, but my mind was on getting this ready. So hopefully I will call you. I work tomorrow, so I work in town tomorrow. So maybe Friday or I don't know, maybe later. All right, my H is a little heavy on that, but I'm not going back to fix it. It is what it is on this one. So next up, with that, like I said, this set is retiring, and so is the paper, and so is thick vanilla cardstock. It is actually already sold out, but I decided to use it because if you order your $35 and I send you the card kits, I can use up a little bit of my stash. So there we have it. Use the bone folder. Oh, this is 4¼ by 11, and I scored it at 5½. Don't know if I said that or not. Calypso coral, and this is 4⅛ by 5�3. We're going to go ahead and put this on. And you're going to see when you have to remind me on the last card not to scribble with my glue, because I'm a glue scribbler. Ah, there we go. Got a little bit of a lip from my paper trimmer. I have blades for my paper trimmer, as you saw last night. My wonderful friend and roommate at Onstage brought me a blade so I could use it for Onstage. Thought about using this side of the paper, but I decided with this stamp, this side actually is very matchy-matchy. See, it's got the leaves and the flowers, so that's what we're using. I'm going to practice. The last card I have to do it like that. Oh, there we go. Now, we're going to put this on. We can put it either on straight or we can put it on at an angle. I kind of like it at an angle. We also could run it through the embossing machine and add some texture to it. So, which do you prefer? The flat or the one with some texture on it? Hi, Anna. Thank you, Sandra. Like I said, I've not forgotten about you. All right, well, you're telling me whether I should put the one that has been embossed with the timeless. So I'm trying to incorporate some products. The timeless type, time-worn type, excuse me. This is retiring. It's one of my favorites. I always forget to emboss, though. I had this one done already, so. Textured. Hi, Glenda. I said that I would show you how to do the stamps at the end also. So stick around. I didn't get to it last night, but I will show you. So right now we're deciding between textured or plain. Ooh, that's a good picture of it. It's the same, except for I added the time-worn type to that. So while we're doing that, let me grab, no. I'm going to grab the vanilla ribbon, not ribbon, baker's twine, and add this to our little flowers. And I think I'm going to do a double bow. So you're supposed to be deciding between those two. Ha ha ha. Looks like textured is the winner. Winner, winner, winner. All right, I think I've got it. Can't make my bows very big because I didn't give myself much room. All right. And I have just a little bow, a double bow. And looks like we're going with textured. And let me grab a glue dot. I don't know how I got 3 glue dot stuff going, but I used up one last night or the other night. So with the glue dot, I'm just going to make a little ball with my take your pick tool tip. Then I'm going to add it. And I think I'm just going to put it right here on the bottom of the stem. And then slanted. Boy, I wish that wasn't so grainy. Slanted. Come on, focus. So slanted or straight? Which do you prefer? Hi, Marlene. Textured one. Now we're trying to decide if we want it straight on or if we want it a little bit at an angle. I almost like the angle better. What do you think? Lock in your votes now. While I add dimensionals. Yes, this is my simple card, but very nice. Anyone would be happy to get this Hello Friend card in the mail. Slanted, slanted, slanted. Slanted it is. See, it can be simple, but still a little artsy. All right, let me throw those away. And ta-da! All right, I don't like the graininess, so I'm wondering if it's not the mirror or the glass. So I have a sheet of paper, and you can tell me if you think the paper is better. Might take a minute for it to figure out what it's doing. But I don't think the camera likes the grid on the glass mat. So there is card number 1. I'd have to fix it so that the bow isn't absorbing the friend. But it's fine. So card number 1. All right, card number 2, like I said tonight, I am incorporating some retired products. This last one I used the inked and tiled stamp set, the paper, and the time-worn type embossing folder. This card, I'm going to bring in the inked and tiled paper, and I'm also going to bring in the timeless arrangements stamp set and dies. Sometimes I get to the point where things are retiring and I realize I haven't used them yet. So those are the ones I'm really focusing on, except for the time worm type. But I have used this a little. As you can see, I've used 3 different stamps. I have used the dies a little bit, but not a lot. So tonight is the night. We are going to try it. And we're going to use this, try this. Oh, I'm really crooked now. There. We'll see if this, and then there's no glare. We'll try it. I love my glass mat. I'm not getting rid of my glass mat. But, so to start this card off, you need a card base. And I have my measurements right here. I even have my measurements written down today, girls and boys. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it is single. And then I have 3 1/4 by 10, and it is scored at 5. Then I have DSP 3 by 4 and 3/4. I have another DSP layer that is 4 by 5 1/4. And the rest we'll put together in just a minute. So first off, we're going to add this to this. Very pretty on the other side, but we're using this side. And I know, I really am. I really do love my seal. But when I can't be over the top of it, sometimes it's nice to have a little wiggle room with the green glue. All right. So that is my card base. Ta-da! Now this piece we're going to fold in half. And you know what? I probably would need a white piece for in here, and I did not cut one. But that will be easy enough to do. So I'm going to go this way. This is going to go on the card base, and you can use regular glue. This one is running out. I store them pointed tip down, so I always have an extra in reserve. Yep, there's my scribbles. It's the last card I'm not supposed to scribble on. And then this piece goes on here. And I want it flush with the top. There we go. I see I have some ridges. Ridges. So this is kind of a fun fold. So yeah, I didn't cut the inside piece. All right, I need to change my nails too. I'm going to be playing catch up after I get all my videos done for the week. So then this piece is going to get put on here. And yes, I've got this here, and it's just begging me to use it, and I hope I don't regret it. All right. I do not regret it. All right. Do you think the paper is helping? Or should I go back to the glass mat? Any thoughts? Positive, negative, one way or the other? It doesn't matter to me. My fold is just a little off. All right. So these are the parts and pieces. This is from the Timeless Treasure dies. And this is the part I've used the most. And then these are all parts. These are all from the dies also. And if you notice, there's a bar going across them. And yes, I ran a couple of them twice. I don't know how this is all going to come together, but I wanted to use it. And I thought this would be a perfect place to use it. So, all right. These are all pieces I've cut for this. So if you get this card kit, I'll send you scraps for all these. I know this one needs to be trimmed. Actually, I could send you the dies for this, so that's what I could do for this one. All the pieces. All right, now that looks better because I knew when I did it, I knew I used part of the piece, and I knew all my leaves weren't going to turn out well. All right, let's see what we're going to stamp on this. I had a thought, and my thought was, so I'm trying to incorporate a couple of the retiring ones. I really appreciate you. I think that will work. and I need to find it. Oh, I really appreciate you. Right in the middle. And I think that will fit just right on there. That would almost fit on the other one. Well, let's just see. We might do thank you instead. It's bigger. We're looking for something to fill my space. Thank you might do it. Maybe not. It's not very big, is it? All right, well, let's just see. Now you know what I do. Just doesn't have a big enough one, so look at that. I have the other one. It's still the same set, but that might fit. Thank you. I really appreciate. I like that one better. So, okay, we're going to use both of those. One on the inside, when I cut it. I can use that one for that one. This is another size block that's going away. And the A block is going away, and that I block I showed you earlier. I know, I'm surprised too. Did you see that hole in my lip? That's what you get for trying to take a quick drink. Paper is gorgeous. Yes, I love the paper. Love, love, love the paper. So I'm going to stick with the Memento for the I really appreciate you. As you could tell, I have not used this stamp yet, so I want to make sure it's stamping well. It is. Brushed it off a little anyway. I could use a colored ink, but there's lots and lots of color on this card, so we will use black. All right. Photopolymer stamps are great when you want to see through them. There we have it. I really appreciate you. Now the fun part begins. We get to build up our little floral images behind this. I'm going to take, I found my tear and tape, but actually I'm going to use something a little different. I found my tear and tape, but what I found was other tear and tape. This one is from an old paper pumpkin or a kit. So you could use regular size and just cut it in half if you needed to, or you could use up an old paper pumpkin one like I am. So I'm just going to add a strip of tear and tape on the front of these because I'm going to stack them. I loved this idea when I saw this stamp set and when this die set, and I have not used it to its full potential. So I thought, well, I'm going to use it. So you might see it again because I really do love it. I just never got around to using it. All right, so there's that one, that one, that one. We'll use one of these. Not sure how this is all going to go. This is Pool Party. These are all colors that match the DSP. So we'll put those. Well, these are the same. I don't know that I'm going to use both of them at the time. Kind of like these better. But you know what I could do? All right. Now you saw me do it. Now you know what I'm doing. All right. We're going to switch them around. We have loose ones now. So this is the background one. This is the back one. I peeled the tear and tape off. And then I think this one would be the next one. So you just match up the bars. And ta-da! I know. Then I'm going to take that one off. And this one can go on. Like I said, I added all the colors of the DSP. And you just line up the bar. Now, this is where we're going to be tricky. We're going to put this one on over here. And they're spaced on the bar. So when you stack the bars, it makes a nice little arrangement. See? Isn't that nice? But we're also going to stack one for the bottom because we don't want it just to be one side. So there's our top. We're going to stop there with that. Then we're going to use the rest of these pieces to make a little bit of a bottom. I think I'm only going to use one of these. So I need, okay, I'm going to turn it that way but it's going to be the bottom. I need my tear and tape again. Like I said, you could just cut your other tear and tape in half. If it didn't fit, it might actually fit. And if it just overlapped a little bit, it would not be a big deal at all. So now that I'm using these, I wish I would have used them more. Anybody else ever do that? Yeah, regret. So I'm going to put this one. If I can get it off, there we go. Oh, I need this off. There. My daughter will be on her way home soon. My son should be on his way soon. My daughter doesn't live here. My son lives here. He's just gone for the day. And you can stack these your own way, especially if you played the game and did weird stuff. Actually, I would like that to go that way. So that one's going to go that way. See, you can use the back side too. It's not going to be that different. All right, now I need a strip across this piece. And there you have it. I don't think I need this piece. Although I have it, maybe I should use it. Otherwise, it'll just get thrown in the trash. I'll just put it behind. Actually, it can almost go in that other one. Kind of in the middle. Oh, that did not go well. See what happens when you don't match up the bars? That happens. I want it right in the middle there. So you can make your own arrangements with these, as you can tell. That's not going to hang out very well because it's going to go over. So now we're going to put this one on here. Like so. And then we're going to add this one on here. We made this one just a little bit smaller. So there it is, our beautiful little piece of artwork. Now we're going to add some dimensionals, and this has got some height to it. So we're going to add 2. We're going to do a double stack. If I can find my regular dimensionals. To fit in here. But that's just, well, actually that might be all right. How about this side? Yeah, actually, that's going to be all right. I thought I might have to double stack them, but I don't. One's going to be plenty. So then this just goes on here. It's okay if it overlaps the edges because it's still within the card width. So there you have a little bouquet on your card. And I do need to cut that piece. Let me do this. Throw all these pieces away. And I'm going to use a piece the same size as that designer series paper. And that piece was 3 by 4 3/4. And you know what? I might just go ahead and use some more Very Vanilla. Well, that might work. So I said 3. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, close enough to perfect. By 4 3/4. I don't use Very Vanilla. And it's just the Very Vanilla thick that's gone. Thank you. All right. Thanks for stopping in, Anna. All right. There we go. So this should fit in here. There we go. So we're going to stamp. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, now I have ink on my fingers. Is there another one we could use besides thank you? I really appreciate you. How about your kindness means everything? That's even better. We need more kind people in the world. But there are a lot out there. With all my travels lately, I met some really great people. Some very kind people. And then I have another fun fold that my friend Heidi used in one of her more recent classes, or videos, I should say. So I'm hoping to pull it off. All right. There we go. You know what? As long as we have it inked up. Where's this one? Because, why not, right? Why not? Add a little something to the inside. All right, and I know I don't have to go down far on this because I am not going very far. All right, where's my scrap paper? Because I want to keep my mat better. Is the mat working? I saw Anna said the paper is good. Do you like the paper or the glass mat better? All right, we're just going to go ahead and stamp. There we go. So there's the inside of the card. All right. Get it kind of lined up. There you go. So there is card number 2. I could add some more bling, but I think all these flowers on here might be enough bling. I could add maybe, I don't know. I think it might be blingy enough with all those die cuts on there. So that is card number 2. Now on to card number 3. It's actually quite simple, but it's got a trick mechanism. So here we go. So in order to do this card, you need a piece of paper that is 5.5 by 8.5, and it is scored at 4 1/4. You need a piece of designer series paper that's 4 by 5 1/4. You need a piece of white that is 4 by 5 1/4. You need a designer series paper or DSP or cardstock. And then you need a circle. I'm using the stylish circles, and it is the third from the largest for this piece. And you'll see what I do with this piece in just a minute. So I already got this one cut. All right, so here we go. Set these over here. And this is where I need to remind myself not to scribble with the glue. So do not scribble with the glue and use a glue that is not dead. So I could have done this with the seal very easily. But we're just going around the edge, and then we're going to put this on. Line it up as best we can. Now we're going to use this large circle, and we're going to put it somewhere in the middle. Top, middle. How's that look? That looks pretty good. So then I need a piece of my Post-it note tape. You can use washi tape. You can use a Post-it note. I like Post-it note tape. So that's what I am using. So I need to get it about centered. It's not a big deal if it's off a little, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. Glenda says, clever idea to stack the floral pieces and would work in the wagon or the truck that I did in my other videos. Very, very great observation. So I'm going to run this through my machine. My machine is right over here. So I have stuff stacked beside it. I would like to think that this weekend that I would have time to clean my craft room, but chances are good not. So I almost ran it through like that. Be sure when you run it through that you do it this way, because you don't need the hole through all the pieces. All right. So there we have that. My table is just not big at this point to put the machine on my desk. So then we're going to pop this out. Sometimes with the Post-it note tape, you might get a little film there, but you just use your finger to rub it off, or some adhesive eraser. So this we're not going to use. We're going to use this. And I hope I'm remembering this correctly. So there is our internal part. Then we're going to stamp on this piece. This is going to be the inside. And I didn't even get this far on this one, what I was going to put in there. Let's see here. Some of these, I need 2. What should I put? Hello, friend. Happy birthday. I could do that. me grab my inspiration. Yeah. Oh, and someone didn't take a picture of it. Oh, well. Okay. So I have this one. Wishing you comfort. Thinking of you, praying for you, hoping with you. We have lots of people that are sick in our area right now. And I know it's probably everywhere because it never plays favorites. It usually spreads itself everywhere. So all right. Let's see how that is stamping. This is a new online exclusive stamp set. And I'm going to put this in the middle as best I can. Up, I wiggled. Ugh! I wiggled way too much. You know, when you think you're doing a good job and then you feel your hand just slip a little. And that's why our paper has two sides. Much better. Much better. All right, so this piece is my 1 inch by 3, about 1 inch by 4 inches. And then I scored it at 1/4 of an inch. So we're going to fold that over. So I'm going to put this, where's my card? Got all kinds of stuff happening. All right, so I'm going to put this there. It's not exactly straight, but it's okay. And then this piece is going to go through there. Does everybody know where I'm heading with this? Not really? All right. Kind of there. So halfway under the praying. So I'm going to take just a dab of glue. And if I'm getting Heidi's instructions wrong, then I'm creating a new card. How's that for a plan? All right. Then let me double check that, make sure that it is working the way it's supposed to. I hope it's working the way it's supposed to. I think it should have been a little longer, but we're going for it. All right, this, my ridges, because that's what I am. I just push a little too hard. All right. Now this piece is going to go in here. Is that right? That is right. All right, so I'm going to add a little dab of glue. Like I said, a little dab. And while that's drying, I know you're thinking, what is she making? We're going to stamp on this one. And this one is going to have wishing you comfort. And this is not a retiring set. So see, I could have used a retiring set on this, but I didn't. So wishing you comfort. I'm going to have all these mixed up. Oh, well, at the end of every class, it's like a big jigsaw puzzle to put everything back where it belongs. So where's my black? My scrap paper. Ooh, that's working well. And it's a circle, so if I'm a little crooked, that's okay. I can just twist the circle a little bit, right? And going back to my stamp set that I am using. So I wanted to kind of be matchy-matchy with this one. So there's this piece. You know me, matchy-matchy all the way. So I think this will work. And it is, you know what? I'm going to keep the same color combination because I already have them out. So the stem is Lost Lagoon. And be sure to stay till the end. I found some more stuff that I needed to share with you if you want to stay. And Glenda asked me to show you how to mount stamps the way I did it the last time that I showed you. So stick around. But this card is almost complete. So remember, we don't blow on it. We huff on it like we're trying to fog up a mirror. This is not going to fit unless I go sideways. No, I don't want to go sideways. So I'm going to grab it and I'm just going to come up here. There we go. There. We'll just call it good there. Wishing you comfort. Now this piece is going to go on here. I could have used dimensionals. And you know what? I'm going to use dimensionals. So wipe that glue off. And pull as much off as we can. And then we're going to use dimensionals. Because dimensionals would have been a better idea. I'm going to make this kind of sort of centered. Kind of sort of. And like I said, it's... Sorry, I know I'm down low. That's so I can see. So then we're going to take this little end. It's not quite centered, but it's all right. So then I'm going to take this and I'm going to just very easily flag this end. Notch this end. So you cut down in the center and then you notch from the corner to that. So you get, oh, I just did that. Sorry. You notch it, you cut to the center and then you go from the corner to the little notch. And so that's how you do it. I'm sorry. So then this goes through there. So there we have wishing you comfort, thinking of you, praying for you, being with you. So, and then this just goes like that again. And this I did have, I thought I might put a little bling on it, but I don't know if I want bling on this. Wishing you comfort doesn't sound like a very blingy thing to do, so we're not going to bling it up. So there is this card. There's card number 3. And card, I'm going to put these away before I lose them. And I'm wondering what I did with my stylish shape dies. Okay. So card number 3 is not a fun fold. Hi, Nancy. Well, there you can always watch the replay. Here is the card 3. Here is card 2. Here is card 1. There you go. And like I said, and remember this is one that my friend Mindy did. So I saved that one to share with you. And all these products are retiring except for the Wishing You Comfort. That one is not retiring. So these are available while supplies last, because like the very vanilla thick cardstock, it's gone. There was something else that I noticed that was just gone. And it's never coming back. So there is that. This goes up here. If you place a $35 order using that host code E4X9XGHB by April, my gosh, I can't believe it's April 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, by April 4th, I will send you the card kits for these, all the pieces and parts for these 3 cards. Now, next up, Glenda asked me to show you how I assemble my stamps. I showed you once before, and she has asked for an encore presentation. So this is just a glass block that I have. And this is one I shared with you last night. This is one of the new stamp sets, and this is going to be one that we use with Stampin' Cross Country. So when you get your stamp sets, you might have noticed that I put the backing, I take the backing off this outside piece. I'm not going to get that far with this one. And then I know which stamps are missing if I come up short. So I just take the layer off of all of it, and then it just sticks into the case. So that's one little trick. The other trick, so we're going to do the airplane, the biplane, the little one. And I can show it to you twice. I'll do both planes. Well, 2 of the planes. There's 3 planes. Fun. That one's going to need a different block, though. That's okay. So then I'd take this backing off and then add this to my stamp case. That's what I do. Every demonstrator does it differently. And then these are the sheet of cling stickers. So find the corresponding one. So this is the big plane. This is the big plane. Peel it all the way off of your sheet. And then remember what side is up. It's the side that gets split into, and lay it on your block. Take the backing off your rubber mounted stamp and hold it over the top, and you can see the image. And when you get it lined up, press down your block, and you have your stamp lined up as best as you're going to ever get it. So let me do that again. So this one is this biplane. So I'm taking this off all the way. Now I could just go ahead, since I've got paper on one side, I could just go ahead and put this down, but I have a hard time getting the paper off. But actually that time it worked really well. Then you wouldn't have to worry about remembering which side is which. So once you do that, then peel off the paper off your stamp. Lay this flat down and get over the top of it as best you can. Line it up with the edge of your die and push down when you have it. And now it is mounted as best as it can be. So there you have it. I'm going to set those on there because I've got other things that are coming through. So there you go, Glenda. I hope that's what you wanted. All right. A couple other things I didn't get to show you last night. If you missed last night, go back and look at it. It was a fun evening. I shared lots of good stuff. I got some different weird shadows happening on my bed. So I tried it with paper again, and I think some people really like the paper. Seems to be focusing a little better. I really like my glass mat when I'm not on camera. All right, so I forgot to share with you the new in colors. I did a post on it, but in case you missed it, ooh, this has got kind of got slimed. So this is Peach Pie. This is Shy Shamrock. Matches my nails. I still haven't got my St. Patrick's Day nails off. This is Pop of Petunia. Petunia Pop. Pretty in Pink. This is a returning color from a long time ago. You're welcome, Glenda. And then, oh, more Shy Shamrock. More Petunia Pop. Oh, more Shy Shamrock. Okay, one of those Shy Shamrocks isn't Shy Shamrock. Okay, let me tell you show you the difference. This is Shy Shamrock. This is Summer Splash. So they're all mixed up because I've used bits and pieces of them. So that's what they are. Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Summer Splash, and Shy Shamrock. These are the 5 new in colors. That means 5 are leaving. The 5 that are leaving are Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, Orchid Oasis, Starry Sky, and I thought I could do it. I really did. I thought I could do it. Tahitian Tide. So these 5 are leaving, and all the products involved with them. I noticed already that the Parakeet Party ink refill is already gone. Gone, gone, gone. So that being said, let's move on to some more fun stuff. So I told you Melissa gave me a cowboy. She gave me these little cow, I think they're butter mints. This is some of the candy that I got from Marion. There's some booze candy. There's just a menagerie of stuff. What else did we get? Oh, here is a better picture of the new in colors. We got to do this as an activity. So these are kind of similar, but they're a little different. But you can see why I was getting them confused, right? So there those in colors are. There's a colorway in the catalog, but we have this fancy little doohickey that we can spin when you see the catalog, and then it's got a back on it. So, and it's coated, so it'll last a long time. Here's my name badge. I know, big deal, right? Yes, it was fun. I've never had 4 ribbons before, I don't think. We got this wonderful, it's leather, feels like leather. I put the sticker on, and now if I take it off, it leaves a big mark. So, yeah. So it's kind of it's a fun notebook. We always get notebooks with Stampin' Up. And with the notebooks, we always get some kind of pens. And we got the pens in the new in colors. Fun there. Fun, fun, fun. Let's see what else I have. Some post ideas. This was, we went around and did the whole playground map thing. That was an activity we did. This is some projects that we did at this is the one I did with the country stamp that I got. Remember that was the one I imitated. So that was more stuff. My letter, more notes. Oh, I didn't share this. This was a swap that, actually it wasn't a swap, it was a gift from my friend Jamie. she makes necklaces and earrings out of our DSP. So this is the countryside. Anyway, she makes these beautiful necklaces with our designer series paper. Isn't that fun? I was going to wear it when I was at on stage and I forgot. I accidentally left it in my room. So I have that. That's another swap from my friend Jamie in Oregon or Washington. She's in either Oregon or Washington. She's from my Hive friends. And my friend Marion and more Texas shaped things. And I got a unicorn duck, but I'm not sure who I got the unicorn duck from. It's all a blur. I got the I Love Kits from Stampin' Up. These are a couple things that I got from Marcy in addition to the bag that had all the candy in it and lots of other things. Oh, I got a glitter pen from her, but it's up in my purse. This is a keychain. It looks like a motel key, but Marion, our Stampin' Cross Country, one of my Stampin' Cross Country friends made, and she put our logo on it. So we have shirts and keychains now. We are styling, I tell you. And then this is the little rubber ducky that I got. I told you, the cowboy rubber ducky from Melissa, our one of my other Stampin' Cross Country people. And here is my onstage pin. And I'm thinking, oh, I just drew a blank. Isn't that horrible? Marion, I'm thinking maybe Marcy made these. I could be wrong. Oh, please forgive me. If you get on here and I told the wrong thing about you, please forgive me. I love y'all. So I think that might be everything. If I find more, I'll let you know. Otherwise, that is it. Let me show you our cards one more time from tonight. And like I said, if you use the host code and you place an order, I will send you the parts and pieces for these cards. And most of these materials are retiring. I have to go back and watch and see if I did this right. Otherwise, I made up a new way to do card, right? So anyway, have a very happy Easter. Thank you for humoring me and letting me do this on Wednesday. And I'll be at work all day tomorrow. And then I have class tomorrow night. If you're local to me, I would love to see you at class tomorrow night. And I think I better go mop my floor. My daughter's on her way. And I could clean a bathroom or two also. Fun stuff. Anyway, yes, I did, Cheryl. I've had lots of good friends and got lots of good stuff. Yes. So, and I'm glad Cheryl and Glenda were happy with the stamp assembling. That worked out well. And if you're on the replay, say hello. And if you're not, actually everybody, just have a great weekend. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. I appreciate everything you do for me and with me. So have a great weekend. Bye-bye.